Are you ready? Like a Lassoed Pecker.
It has been what I describe as a tough month. I've literally not stopped at all. I think cod fever's well and truly hit me, but I'm getting to a point now where I'm just going to have to do just general fishing and just forget them and just wait till it happens, because what I'm doing is I'm not burning myself out, but I am doing probably too much and thinking I've got to get one, which I want one. I only want the one, and then it's ticked off the list, I'm done. And then I'm going on to like congers and stuff like that and multi-species. But I got myself to a point where I'm thinking, I've got to get one. But I'm starting to burn myself out, and that can't happen. But I'm out here tonight. I have got big baits on, and I've got the Wessex rig on tonight, which I'll show you in a minute. And the Wessex rig is just basically pick little bits and bobs out tonight, see what's out there. I am on a mark, which I've only fished once. We haven't got the best of tides at the moment, but once again, I'm out. Fuel was an issue today, so I couldn't travel further afield, so I thought, right, I'll bring myself down to here, a nice local beach, and see what we can do. So here I am. The first rod is about to go in, but first, I'll show you the rigs, you can see them, and then we'll get the rods out. Anyway, I'm not waffling on, get straight to the fishing. I'll show you the rigs now, and yeah, hopefully I'll be into the fish. Now, look at that for a bait. That is a hermit crab in there. It is rag and a bit of lug in there as well. And that rig is an up and over rig. And on the other rod, got a little lead on here, because I'll show you why in a second. I've got a new rod, well, an old but new rod. So this rod tonight is on a Wessex rig. So you've got a top hook there, you've got a line of snood coming down there to a bead and a swivel, which then connects to your bottom rig, which is a piece of lug. And what that does basically is that lead is free to travel in between that snood and your top one. So in essence, both your baits are on the bottom, and the lead, obviously, if the fish bolts off this one, it's going to bolt that lead, isn't it? So yeah, that's a Wessex rig, and that is going out on this one. Have a look at this, guys. This is Old Buck Gold Shakespeare Odyssey Bass. It's a little tiny rod. It's a bit bashing, but it's absolutely gorgeous. A proper old school rod. Can we cruise in that tonight? With one of them, hopefully. And the other one, well, yeah, on the Prevail tonight. Once again, this is a little bit bashing rod, this is, and it's going to be into some bass next year, this, definitely. Lovely little rod, light indication. Nice light little lead on there. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to chuck this one just into the main breakers, not too far. Just see what I can winkle out. Well, obviously the big rod is on the up and over rig, and I'll send that out a bit more distance. So yeah, let's go for it, shall we? I'm telling you, I am not a multi-man. The line's goose on that one again, so I've been through so many spools of line with these multis. I'm getting literally sick to death of them. So yeah, I probably will be, that's it. I'm going back onto fixed spool rods only. I'm done with them pretty much. Yeah, so some people can get on with fixed spools, some people can't, and I'm just one of them guys. Just can't get on with them. They're too much faffing about. Always having to change your line and all that, and birdieing. At least if you've got a fixed spool, you send it. You know, as long as you've got a decent reel and a decent tapered spool, you get in the distance. You get in the distance, and sometimes it's not about the distance. Sometimes they are within that first set of breakers, or after the last set of breakers, sort of thing, in those little gullies and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much done. Right, let's get this one out then. The old ever faithful Prevail. See, no problem. Still going. just hit the deck now. Not a problem. Give me a fixed bull any day of the week and I'll empty the school. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Done. Proof's in the pudding. I just can't take to them. But yeah, that's out. Both rigs are out. I'm going to tie a load of fresh cocktail baits now and just keep them ready to go. So as soon as give that one sort of 20 minutes, then just bring another one straight in. Might tie a couple of rigs as well so we can swap and change and experiment a bit tonight. There we go. Please have mercy on me tonight. I definitely just had the first knock on the worm baits anyway, which I'm suspecting will probably be the whiting. There we go. And a little tap there. Oh, and the big rod now. Big rod's starting to go. Come on then. Come on, make my night. Make my night. Big rod. Come on. It's a good sign straight away. Right hand rod started to have a little tap, and then even the big bait rod. And again, come on. Come on. Yes, yes, bites coming early. Bites coming early. I'm not even looking at the little rod at the moment. I've got my eyes fixed on that big rod starting to nod. Now, like I said, it's a big bait that with a big proud hook. So once it's playing with the bait, but once it's took that bait, it's got to be nailed. Look at me, I've just timed the fresh bait ready to go. It's a good sign, guys. It's a good sign. I think because I put rag and stuff, I think the whiting are probably hitting the rag. Do you like what I'm doing here on the wraps? So I think those little sharp thuds that I'm getting is probably whiting when they're hitting that. I just hope that that big hook keeps those whiting away on that big rod. But I have a feeling I'll probably have to fish through these whitings tonight. The little rod's definitely got one on, but I'm just keeping an eye on that big rod. Well, that's what I've done there. Just put a squid inside that as a bit of backbone, put a bit of lug on there, and I might put another piece of squid round it just to protect it a little bit from the whiting. Because that's what will be happening, the whiting will be smashing that bait, and that's why I'm getting those sharp little thuds in that big rod. Yeah, it's looking like the peckers are in town already. But I've heard stories that people have caught big fish with just little taps like that. I don't know if any of you could say in the comments if you have, you know, little bites like that and you've hit and you've brought in a, you know, a solid fish sort of thing, like, rather than waiting for the rods to bend round double. Has that happened to you before? Have you hit a bite like that, just a one thud, and you know you brought in a nice fish? Could I be overthinking it a bit and letting that bite develop? In my eyes, I'd say let that bite develop a bit more. Or should I be hitting them? I don't know. Let me know. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock a smaller hermit bait one and hide a bit of that rag sort of thing, just so if it is something trying to get it, you know, with a smaller mouth and it's trying to get that bait, then I want that hook to be really proud to show. And there it goes again. A bit more now. This one's definitely got a pecker on this little one. This is coming in, this one. This is coming in. Definitely got one on here. What's that rod just melt round now? Oh, don't look at that one. Stripped anyway a bait, so that needed to be changed, that one. I've just brought that in on the shoreline, I haven't brought that in. But yeah, stripped the bait on that one. So I suspect it probably is whiting hitting that rod. I'm going to make a bait now just to be able to hide that squid and rag. Maybe put it in a wrap of squid or something and then send that back out. So far just bump, that's it. But yeah, let me know if I should be hitting them. And there we go, that's what I think is going to do it. And I can probably sliver a bit of the end off that. A nice big proud hook. I think that's going to do it, but I am going to bring that rod in because it is still bouncing. Oh, hold on. What's that then? Why is that heavy? What is this? I don't feel kicks or anything. That's strange. Very strange. I found this still alive. Well, oh dear, oh dear. Welcome to That's a Bite. Look at the state of that. That's one big white, you know. I keep saying it as well, yeah? That's one big white in that. Size of that. And I wouldn't even... Do you even think this counts as being hooked, right? So, hook's at the bottom. He's lassoed himself on the tail. Look at the gob on him. Look at the teeth. What have you been doing, pal? Hey? So that was the bite, literally. Peckers. I called it. Never expected a lassoed whiting though. Yeah, look at that. Well, Peckers are in town. Yeah! Like a Lassoed cowboy. A lassoing me fish now, that's how desperate I am. Alright, I better sort him out and yeah. There you go, I haven't blanked.
Like a Lassoed Pecker.
Can you believe that, eh? A lassoed pecker. Anyway, I'm up in the ante. Do you know what I was saying about the size of the bait and stuff and that? Just having that one hook. I'm going to put a pennel hook on now. So here I've got Manta Extra hooks, size 4.0 Sakuma on the bottom hook. And I've got that chinny at the top there. So yeah, it will allow me for a bit of a bigger bait. Hopefully avoid them, but with them being there tonight, yeah, it's going to be packed out. So what I'm going to do, quickly chuck that on now, and I'm going to also have another rig on that pod ready to go. So I can just unclip a rig, send that one baited up ready to go, and then deal with the fish, what comes in. Because that took me a good 5 minutes. I'm losing fishing time, but yeah. Adapt, overcome, let's keep chasing them. Yeah! Fouled a pecker. And this is what I mean. So what I've got there is that big Manta Extra at the top there. Really nice and proud on the end of that bait. And that circle is just sitting on the back of the bait there like that. So whatever way that fish, or a fish, hits it, it's going to be nailed there or nailed there. Or foul up pecker going along it. So yeah, I'm going to chuck that back out. I might leave that with a little rod for now. And just focus on getting 2 rigs ready to go every time. So as soon as I've caught a fish on this one and I'm dealing with it, just quickly change the rig. That'll be pre-baited, ready to go. So I'm going to switch it up a bit now. Just obviously with filming, I've got no one to help me filming and stuff. I'm losing time doing that, so I've got to try and think out the box now, because I'm going to lose a lot of the tide trying to back into with the camera and stuff. And so I want to be fresh rig on, ready to rock and roll. I think that's the way forward from going on from now, really. Same again, adapt and overcome. We'll put that there into the bottom of the imp. Beautiful. Look at that. That was in front of a fish. I always say it. Nailed. Or lassoed. Yeah. Let's go. So that's in, ready to go. Hopefully something finds it pretty quickly other than a pecker. And for those of you who don't know, a pecker is basically a whiting. We just call them peckers. It's just a standing joke, which is sort of going nationwide, worldwide now. But it is in fact a whiting, okay? But the nickname for it is a pecker. But we'll get that into the dictionary soon. That the whiting are no longer called whiting, they're peckers. Because that's pretty much what they are. It's taken me now the best part of 10 minutes, I'd say, maybe just over, to knock up a fresh rig. So what I've done there, it's a short pulley pedal. As I keep checking that rod, I am getting a couple of knocks, which I suspect I've probably lassoed another. Lassoing myself now, look. So yeah, what I've done there, I keep checking, I'm nervous because I'm looking at you and my rod's bouncing. Yeah, I've put a hermit crab, squid and rag on that one. 2 nice proud hooks, knocked that fresh rig. So what I'll do with this now is basically walk over to the pod. Put my grippers there so I'm ready to go. Put my lead in there. And my rig's there hanging now, ready for when I bring that left hand rod in a bit. I don't know what to do with the little rod at the moment. I don't know whether to just bit bash down the side, because you never know, something could pick it up, you know, other than a whiting. Or do I waste time doing that? I'd rather focus on the big rod, if I'm honest. But I might be missing a trick there. Something might pick up like a nice piece of rag on that. So yeah, I'm going to chuck that in. I'm just going to go for a rock line down to my right. See if I can pick up anything mooching around in there. I think it's got to have to be in it. Just a little lob, see what happens. Jobs are good, but the tide's not massive at the moment, otherwise I'd be quite comfortable just putting it here, literally in the margins. But yeah, I'll do a little chuck into a little bay there and yeah, see how we get on. And he brings you back now. After a little chuck down the side. Look at the state of that. Unbelievable. Me and Maltese are done. Well, literally the tide is just on the turn now, and I've had the first knock within half an hour of that bait that I put in earlier on. I was just thinking to myself, and I was having a chat with John and stuff, and I was just saying, all these fish and stuff, are they rushing in mid-ebb, mid-flood? And are they like sort of coming up like same again like normal, like the hour before sort of thing, having a mooch round and then going really quickly like? But I mean, it's just literally turned high water, so it's now starting to ebb, and I've had the first bite within half an hour of that slack water. What I am going to be doing, I think, because I'm going to give it a go mid-ebb, mid-flood tides, just to see. I may be completely wrong. I'm just thinking that just mid-tides, mid-flood, you know, are they going to be actively like running around because they're having to use their energy looking for that food? It's just something I've got going around in my head. I might be wrong, I might be right. Same again, let me know. Yeah, most of the time us anglers will turn up to a high water mark 2 hours before, 2 hours after if you're lucky. Likewise low water, but sometimes you can fish right up. I want to try that soon, fish it right down from high to low and then back up, but it's going to be it's going to be tough with filming, so I need someone to help me, but I want to give that a go soon. No, just like sort of mid-tide fishing. I know it's going to be tough because the tide will be flowing, so you'd want smaller tides, not big tides, so it's not ripping sort of thing, like, but it's just got me thinking. But yeah, that's had the first knock. Nothing developed since. I'm going to put that fresh rig on right now, pull it in, check the bait, and then get another one ready to go. Yeah. And I was saying about the whiting that are out there, so that had that's crazy to see. That had lug and rag around that wrap, and every part of that worm is gone bar the squid. Now that just goes to show what they prefer, and they are getting that rag and squid. So whether on these marks you'd probably have to just fish through the whiting in hopes to catch a bigger fish. I say fish all the time, I'm just going to say it, cod or whatever else. Yeah, that goes to show that, yeah, they don't, I know it's there, they probably are pecking at that, but they're preferring the worm baits. So anyway, yeah, it's a good job I brought that in. Like I said, it was knocking banging, and it's those little pecks again. There we go. So why am I doing that now, trying to take that off? I'm just going to unclip it and put the other one on. Simple as that. There you go, just like that. Let's get it out there. Right, where is that little rock line over there? How close can I get it to that? That's the question. Right, I see it. I'm going for it. We've got a different destination where I want to go to on this cast. Out that one. And there we go. That's in the water. So it's definitely a better style of fishing that, because now I can deal with this and fresh bait on while watching the rod tips. Otherwise I'd have to be rebaiting this and that rod sat there doing nothing, and at least now it's out there, it's fishing. Unclip, fresh rig, straight on, gone, bait up. Simple. Tell you what, it's a chilly night. Yeah, that bait hasn't done anything down there, and we are, really I should be leaving, but I'm going to put that one more bait out, not send it to the rocks this time, I'm just going to send it straight out into the sea. See if I can pick one up. But yeah, just one little bite on that one off camera, nothing to write home about. So this is my last cast. Can he do it? Only time will tell. Oh, you bugger. Well, when I cast close to the rocks, I said to myself, is there going to be a snag there? Sorry, blinding you then. Well, when I cast towards those rocks, I thought, right, okay, it's hit and miss here now, casting towards there, because I can't quite see. Snag. Oh, I got me. Have I got it? No. But I've got a fresh rig ready to go, so it's not too bad. Ideally, I would have liked to get that, but it is what it is. So yeah, get a fresh bait on now. Where's that line going? Can you see that line? Can't see it. There we go, I can see it now. At least I've got the fresh rig ready to go. I suppose that is a plus of doing it that way. Here it comes. Can you believe that, eh? There's me thinking that you know, fishing over there towards them rocks, it might do a fish, and I probably landed it on the rock but in the water, so my bait's probably just chilling on top of a rock now. Anyway, let's knock this one on. At least I've got the last bait ready to go anyway, so there's a plus in that, guys. There's a plus in that. Right, where is it? I can't feel my hands or nothing. There we go, we got it. Ideal. No wonder I wasn't getting a bite, because I was fishing on top of a rock. Oh, he's such a plum, isn't he? Eh? I know, I'll cast over there. Ah, dear. Right, last chance saloon now. Last chance saloon. I don't want that to happen, no. Let's go then. Let's be having you. Last chance saloon. I think I need a little casting glove, because in this cold weather that doesn't half hurt your fingers. Right, get me the pockets for a minute, warm them up. Might go, it might not. Snotty nose, freezing cold hands. Yeah. I'm mad, aren't I? But I love it. Do you know what? I was wondering why it's so cold, and I think we are about to have a really, really sharp frost tonight. Look at me bag glistening there. I literally cannot feel my hands. So, on that note, I am done. Yeah, it's bitterly cold tonight. I've got my hands in my pocket, trying to keep warm. I've tried tonight, same again. I'm out here fishing these conditions. I've enjoyed it, having a bit of me time. You know, I'm just trying to wingle a fish out, but in the end I had to resort to lassoing the pecker. Only me, eh? I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, I think from now on, moving forward, I'm just going to fish. I'm just going to put bait on and just fish. I'm not going to burn myself out by chasing the cod as such. If I catch a cod, I catch a cod. Say it how it is, because it's been burning me energy, burning my mind, just constantly going and going and going and going just to catch a cod. And now I'm doing that for myself, basically. Just because, you know, when you start that sort of session and you do want to catch one, I've put in a good 3-4 weeks now of cod fishing, as you've seen. So yeah, I've got to just switch off on them. What I am going to do is I'm going to go back home now and just tie little parcels and stuff. I'm going to thin my baits down a bit, maybe fish through the peckers and whatever else there is on my shore. Obviously when we go further afield, I'll always chuck bigger baits on. Yeah, I'm gonna just normal fishing resumes from this video today. Not big bait, cod. I don't want to do that. If it happens, it happens, and sometimes it can happen just having a piece of lug. Because Rich had one, I think it's a month and a half ago, which I'll show you a photo now. He had this one, and that was off our shore a month and a half ago. So yeah, and that was just a piece of lug. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not waffling on now, I want to go home. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, and whatever else I've mentioned in this video, if you can let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next one, which won't be long, it'll probably be tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Ta-ra for now.